January 17th. Right here, Thursday, January 12th, 2017. I want to say something. People understand. People say, they sit here and say, when you get the cards dealt, you got to deal with the cards you get dealt. No. You give me a 2-7 jack, ace, and a 4. I'm going to turn that into royal flush and give it back to you. You hand me the cards I get dealt. I deal with the cards I get dealt, but I change that and make that into a royal flush and I hand it back. Make that into the best hand I can. I don't just sit there and say, deal with the cards I dealt, put your head down and give up and forget about it. Fuck that. Okay? This is big. Like, you deal with the cards you get dealt, but you can change them. You can change them anytime. So change them up. Deal with the cards you get dealt. No. If you deal with them, take them, change them into a royal flush, hand it back and say, this was the hand you meant to give me. Or a full house, something great. This was the hand I turned. That hand you gave me, that bad hand, what life had, the bumps, the bruises, the blocks, the life that you gave me, the 5 cards that you gave me, I changed it into that. I dealt with that. I worked with that hand you gave me, dealt with it, changed it, handed it back, and made it something great. Remember that. One last story too. I say, I remember back in December 2006 for the playoff game, and Vinny, a linebacker, he was good. One side of the lights of the stadium was on in Mount Union, and everything was out. All the lights were out. The power must have been out except the stadium. So I went in there and threw the ball up, 50-yard line. It was cold. I loved it. I was just running stuff. I imagine it was a packed house. Then he came out there. He started throwing me the ball. And then it started lightly snowing. It was cold. It was awesome, though. And you couldn't feel the weather. It was just there. Then as soon as we left, the lights turned off. All the lights in the college turned back on. The power was on. But that's symbolic. The only light that was on, I was drawn to it. And just thinking about a lot of stuff. It's like a sanctuary, and I love that. Always have, always will. It's one of the stories that sticks with me all the time. It's symbolic to me. But like I said before, symbolic, deal with the situations you get. But, live the way your sanctuary, work as hard as you can. And with the cards you get dealt, don't sit there and give up. Make those cards that were bad, work with them, make them great, and turn it back in. Turn it back in for something unbelievably awesome. You can do that. Anybody can do that. No matter what. Remember that. I hope you hear that. Deal with it. Adjust to it. Make it better. No matter what, make it better.